Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling.
The sun hangs heavy over the Valley of the Setting Sun. The Valley of the Setting Sun is a Scion 2nd edition game set in Phoenix, Arizona, and starring Craig as Sir Nicholas, Slavek as Jesse, and Mitch as Gary. Join our heroes as they adjust to their new powers and navigate the tangled roots of the Scion community. Will our heroes be able to achieve their destinies, or will their bones be left to dry under the desert sun? You can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night, where you can find a link to our Discord. Alright, Jesse and Gary have decided to split up to look for the Rachel DeLewis, who may or may not be an anti-divinity cultist with a possibly god-killing weapon.
I guess we should tell Tiffany first, or maybe Jesse will go tell Tiffany first.
Not Nick?
Well, I mean, Gary can tell Nick.
Gary will just text Nick. Hey, Nick, god-killing weapon in play, drinks on the way, still trying to get cute waitress's number.
Nick will respond, L's still sitting here, looking worried, question mark?
Keep L put and keep pants on. L gets weird, period.
Right, so Nick is just gonna, close his phone and then, look to Loki and says, we're just gonna chill out here. Don't worry, we got our best guys on the case. They're hot on the trail.
The son of the dullard and the son of my old, I don't know what they call it, an old flame. We occasionally meet. It's not, she doesn't really care for me that much, but Ben, sometimes you have strange company. It's complicated.
Nick's gonna continue to keep Loki talking, because if Loki is talking and telling Nick a story about how great Loki is, that means Loki's probably not leaving the table.
All right. Yeah, you don't even have to roll for that.
Yes, tell me more.
So yeah, you probably get way more information than you ever really wanted to know about Loki's, this current Loki's body, is a love life. And it's like meeting with Gary all over again.
It's like Nick is completely having to pick up his jaw off the table several times, hopefully giving the other two some more time to figure this out.
And so Jesse, you going off to tell Theophania?
Yes.
So yeah, you find her. She's at the bar drinking a bit, and she is just she's wanting to lose herself in the drink. She's already on her second one.
Bartender, 2 double shots of whiskey.
Hey, Jesse. I'm so glad you're not drooling over my mother. I know who she is. She's not a one person kind of woman. I get that. I've known that all my life, but she's my mom. It hurts me physically to see her, even if it's not my. Just to see the other hers just draping themselves all over everybody in the room.
I honestly thought she was kind of creepy.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's so hard, so rare to meet somebody who just doesn't drool at her feet. Oh.
Well, I have more bad news. That's why I ordered the drink for you too.
And then she finishes off her own drinks. All right, who'd you kill?
It's not my fault. First of all.
Who'd you kill? Come on, let me know.
No, I didn't kill anyone. But someone might die. It's actually worse than if I'd killed anyone. And Jesse sort of leans to Tiffany and whispers, "Oh yeah, this god-hating sect probably has the god-killing weapon because Loki fucked up."
Then she pauses. It leans back and looks at you for a moment, and you're saying the Father of Knives, not Loki's anti-deist cult.
Yep.
Here.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Rachel DeLewis. Naturally, Jesse whispers it in Jesse whispering voice, whatever that is.
And then she just okay. What can I do to help?
I know, just make sure if you see her to text me or Gary.
Who? See who?
Or Nick. Rachel DeLewis, and Jesse sort of gives her the description of Rachel.
All right.
And I guess keep your mother safe, or make sure they keep their guard up. Nick is...
I can talk to my birth mother, but I don't know about my other mother.
Well, I'm sure they'll figure it out amongst themselves.
All right. And then, like, once the drinks come, she, like, takes one of your drinks, just knocks it back, and then she goes off.
Well, I mean, that one of those drinks was for her, actually, so Jesse's okay with that. And Jesse knocks back the second drink, and, he sort of has his compact spear in his hands, just sort of playing with it, and he's looking through the crowd, looking for Rachel.
All right, so now I'm going to guess all three of you are looking for Rachel and Lewis, or just two of you? I think Nick is with Loki, and Gary and Jesse are looking. Okay, so Gary and Jesse, give me a cunning plus subterfuge to see if you can spot someone who doesn't want to be seen in the crowd.
Guys, should we use momentum yet? I mean, it's the final stretch. Maybe we should throw a dice or two.
Don't you have like one of those knacks that let you hunt down people?
Let me see.
I think actually, I believe Gary has the one to just know where someone is, and you've met her. I think. Have you met her?
I've met her, and
don't think Gary has met her though.
We invaded her house together.
Let me see.
I'd say I would accept that. Yeah, if you see, like, probably like a picture of her in there or something.
I can make it hard for others to follow me, but I can't actually.
I got 2 successes. I do have Worrying Hound, but it doesn't say it as to whether or not I have to have met someone beforehand.
Yeah, so I definitely think that in this case, I'll say you saw like a picture of her. And, you probably, like, when you went to her guys' house. And, I'll say that's enough for you to sort of, like, get a reading on her, I guess.
I got 3 successes.
All right, so you got 3 successes and they got 2. So, I'll say that both of you sort of, like, you catch glimpses of a woman you think is her, then you, like, sort of, like, narrow in on her location, and you both meet up in, like, in your searches, and you both sort of being led toward in one direction.
So with Worrying Hound, I always have an idea of where they have gone. I have a +1 enhancement to keep up with them and to apply any stunts that I have access to from Hunter Next. When I'm actively hunting them, I add another +1 enhancement.
So you have 4 successes.
Yeah, 4 successes then. So with that, then I would say that you guys meet up in your search, and then Gary starts taking the lead as you sort of it's almost like you don't quite see her, but like you just know this is where she's going.
Got your sexy extendo spear?
Always ready.
All right, good. She's this way.
So you guys sort of move your way through the crowd and stuff, and you basically at one point you see Kieran. Actually, he comes up and tries to talk to you, but like you have to push past him. And then you see Rachel Lewis, and Gary, you even though like you only saw her like that one time in like a couple pictures in her place, you just know this is the woman you're searching for, and you see like on her and like slung around her shoulders like a little handbag thing.
Okay, how far away is she when I spot her?
She's about like 20, 30 feet away from me. There's like a couple of like a couple of groups of people in between you two, but you could definitely have line of sight on her.
Yeah, are there people smoking in here?
I'll say there's a smoking section. I'll say.
Okay, never mind.
Both the people who have smoked cigarettes and both people actually literally on fire and stuff.
Yeah, that won't work. All right, so all right, I am going to approach her in my usual manner while using my lover's intuition knack.
All right, so I think what do you wanted to do with that one exactly? Your lover's intuition.
So my first question is going to be, who or what does she love?
All right, so I'll say like you get up and you like manage to touch her elbow or something, and as she turns around and looks at you, you see like an image of, you remember there was the man who Nick killed way back a few days ago. He got killed by a sword, and then before. Like I killed when you fought the Chupacabra in that same area.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh shit.
And as she looks at you, she glares at you, and then she'll see her hand go towards a little knapsack, and it opens with a little click.
Can I activate my glacial pace thing, which is for my frost preview? This is I imbue 1 legend and things slow to a halt as I strip away the speed from the world. If I use this boon, a blah 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 character that has a scale, no, she doesn't. Character without a scale add +2 difficulty to all rolls based on physical speed.
So yeah, as soon as you do that, you feel like there's like this like a wave of cold like bursts from you, and like it almost like a little, it travels like a path and envelops her. And since she's just immortal, like you definitely tell like Gary, you definitely see like she starts moving in like slow motion.
How slow?
Like slow enough that you could easily like just you just like easily just grab the handbag from her before she even like reached it. But before you can do that, then you see someone from next to you, Jesse. Basically, is like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? You're not allowed to do that in here."
This is a matter of life and death.
Yeah, it's going to be unless you stop it right now.
Gary's going to grab the handbag and pull out his phone and send just now to his guys.
And as you say that, then you see basically like it was the person who is yelling at Jesse, like, literally gets physical with him, and they start to grapple a bit. And as you do that, then give me a composure plus combat would be, and plus your legends to see if you can keep your glacial pace on her while you're being distracted by somebody.
It'd be pretty weird if I couldn't. It's like 10 dice for 3 successes.
Okay, so yeah, you keep it on her, but still, like you're currently being there's somebody you're being wrestled to the ground, or they're trying to at the moment. And so this sort of ripples out, and people all around start getting into pushing each other, shoving each other. It starts to ripple out. And Gary, you get bumped, and I'll say right now, you feel like there's a big moment is coming up. And so you remember like what your father told you way back when you first met him about how you would meet a woman who always lies and how she would cause a great cleaving.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And right now, it's like you feel like it's almost like there's a current, and like your hand just like sort of, you feel like it's like almost like in slow, not literally slow motion as in like what the movie's doing right now, but if you feel like your hand wants to tip back and like as you get shoved around to like basically like knock the purse out of your hands back towards the woman.
Oh hell no! I'm holding on to that purse.
All right, give me a.
Fuck fate! I'm going to be audacious.
All
Audacity.
Right. So if you want to, you can spend momentum to do that, and you will get double the amount of momentum points you get for the points if you do literally doing it to be audacious. So
yeah, I am doing it to be audacious in the face of fate.
Give me a dexterity plus, I'd say, athletics to see to sort of keep hold of it. So you are deliberately wanting to make this a audacious for your virtue, right?
Yes.
So if you do that, then you get a double whatever momentum you spend to do this.
I'll spend 2 momentum on this.
All right, and move your virtue 1 dot closer to audacious. So that means you get 4 more dice, I believe, or 4 more, whatever the thing is, I forget.
Slightly more audacity, and that is 4 successes.
All right, so definitely you feel the moment comes like where fate basically said, yeah, she was supposed to get it back, and then you deny fate in that moment.
Fuck your fate.
And you keep a hold of it as you keep hold of the little purse, and you get pushed back, and you separate from you and Rachel sort of like get pushed back away from like the crowd in different directions. So Jesse, basically, do you see Gary being pushed away with with the little handbag in his hands? What do you do?
I guess I'm going to try to help Gary.
All right, so yeah, there's still someone trying to kick you out for using your powers in the party.
Well, I'll just spit in his face and run towards Gary.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a might plus close combat to see, because right now there's a stuff's starting to get crazy right now.
Oh yeah. The spitting, however, is essential. I'm sure Gary would agree. 3 successes.
Are you being audacious?
No, he has to tell me that before he does this.
Yeah, but this isn't really audacity for me. My fate's different.
So yeah, you definitely you push your way through the crowd, and there's definitely a lot more angry muttering going on right now about you, Jesse. So yeah, you managed to push your way through the crowd towards Gary.
Gary, need a hand.
Get her. We need her.
Aye. And Jesse takes off after her.
Rachel, okay, yeah. By the point you feel like there's some you go to like look towards her, and at this moment you feel like somebody's like counteracting your glacial pace, and you definitely it was like you felt like the hold you had over Rachel Lewis, but then it's like pushed like peeled off of her essentially. So you think like somebody else in the crowd saw you doing this, and it's like interfering. So yeah, like you can't see her right anymore. You lose track of her in the crowd.
Well, fuck. Well, Jesse will try to find her.
And so
anyway.
yeah, I'll say right now, like you see several people like come up to you, and like grab you and start like try to drag you out of there. And they said like, okay, you're getting out of here. We do not allow use of powers in this spot. Okay, this is neutral ground.
Yeah, neutral ground with a god-killing weapon.
What the hell are you talking about?
Gormungandr, explain. I have to go. And I let Gormungandr just go full size, and I juke him.
All right, so if you give me a might plus close combat, we'll see if you can break yourself out of the manhandling, as the snake just adds more to the chaos.
Does Gormungandr add enhancement?
3 successes.
I would say, yeah, it would definitely just the snake growing out of your collar definitely adds to the confusion, so that'd be a bonus 2 anyway. So yeah, you manage to like break out of the grass, but there's even more chaos starts going on as the giant snake just comes out of nowhere, and people are people are spilling the drinks, people are getting offended. You see somebody like slap the other person. It's starting to devolve into chaos at this point.
Wonderful. At least it's not boring.
So Nick, you're like you've probably listened to like the romantic escapades of Loki for like the last 20 minutes, and then you hear like the commotion, and then you see Gormungandr basically pop up out of nowhere over in the distance.
Well, that didn't take long. I am trying very hard to just keep Loki where he is, and I'm like trying to divide my attention to continue paying attention so he doesn't say, hey, why aren't you paying attention, and just slink away, and still trying to figure out what the hell's going on over there.
All right. So, Gary, what do you do? You have the handbag, and so you see like it's clicked open, and you definitely see like you start feeling like a presence almost coming from the handbag. It's almost like it's starting to like leak out.
Gary's going to close the handbag, look around, trying to figure out where the fuck his guys are.
I'll just get this for free. Like you see them in the crowd, but like there's people moving all over the place, and they're not demigods, so they're having some trouble getting through.
Okay, I will text them. Get what's her name? I literally just had it in my brain.
Rachel DeLewis.
Yes, thank you, Rachel DeLewis. Get Rachel DeLewis. Find her. Bring her to Nick's castle. Go. Oh, here's what she looks like.
Okay, so yeah, you eventually I'll say that. Jesse, you sort of like are ushered out of the place as more and more people sort of pile on you and just sort of like shove you / like there's some fights have broken out, but they're just a few punches here and there. They're not actually trying to fight to the death thing yet. But you definitely tell their tensions are going on, and if you keep fighting too much, it might get more dangerous.
Oh no, that's terrible. Truly, my heart bleeds.
At that point, so basically you're like being half shoved, half dragged, half fighting your way out to like the crowd. And then you see like Theophania, who's like trying to yell over the crowd, and hey, stop! And then she's like, you're getting lost in the thing. So are you just gonna keep fighting your way through?
I assume sooner or later he'll find Kieran, tell him it's Loki related, and Kieran will get him out of it somehow.
I'll say that, yeah, eventually you see Aphrodite, Urania come up and is like, okay, everyone stop. And everyone immediately, at the word of the goddess, slowly just stops and stares at her for a moment before, like, the moment ends. And then everyone's like, oh, and everyone, like, sort of collects themselves.
I think this is the first time that Nick has taken his eyes completely off Loki the entire time.
Yeah. And so then, yeah, so basically, you'll see, Kieran goes like, "What the? Loki's here? Like, what the hell's going on? Why are you fighting?"
All right, so there's the father of knives. Loki brought it here, and then he lost it, and then the chick from the anti-deity terrorist, whatever the fuck they're called, like keep forgetting. Got it. And now she's running away. Good job, guys, by the way. Good job.
So do you say this out loud for everyone to hear?
Yeah.
So yeah, at this point, people start muttering, what the hell are they talking about? The father of knives, Loki? What? And it's just, this...
I mean, the people who know, the rest can get for themselves. So Jesse just turns around and tries to find her.
So yeah, I'll say that, Jesse, you see her, and then at one point you look over to one of the doors, and you see, at first you see the waitress going by, so you see her, and then you see Rachel DeLewis sort of shove her past as he goes out the door. You're muted.
Oh, can Jesse throw his spear at Rachel DeLewis? Maybe try to hit her.
Give me a roll for that. I'd say that's. Let me.
Would you say it's possible from that range?
Oh, it's definitely possible, dude. This is Scion. I think that'd be dexterity plus what?
I think it extends that much. His pike range was I guess the longest pikes were 5 meters?
Yeah. But you still gotta aim it through the crowd and not hit anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. So it'd be a dex plus athletics or might, whichever one you feel is higher.
Bam, 1 success.
Okay, so with 1 success, that's not quite enough. You throw the spear, and it doesn't hit Rachel DeLewis, but it definitely draws everyone's eye to her, though. And you're lucky that you don't hit anyone else. It was he goes into the wall next to her.
Get her!
And so right now there's a huge match with some people chasing after her. You see Gary's bodyguards, you see Gormangonder, you see Kieran, you see Theophania. You see people some people are trying to get towards Richard DeLewis, and other people are trying to get to you for throwing a spear indoors.
Look, I saw an opportunity and I took it.
And either way, yeah, I'd definitely say right now you get thrown out for this point, Jesse. You just basically enough people get to you, they just pick you up, and just throw you out of the building.
Okay.
And so back over to Gary. So yeah, you managed to work your way through the crowds and over to the door where you see it's marked by the spear, the giant spear sticking out of the wall, and you get to the door. So yeah, you don't see her right now, but you see. It's you see at least a hallway that goes out to the outside. Do you give chase?
Yeah, so as I put in the chat, I realized that I have always there as one of the knacks, and the text of that, anyone of a lower tier cannot escape you. You always find them and can always track them down. So I am going to start using that knack, and I'm going to share the information with my guys.
Okay, so yeah, you just know that she's heading for the cars, and because she knows she can't outrun you on foot. She's trying to get some vehicular assistance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell my guys, go to the parking lot, kneecap the bitch.
Okay, at that point, I'll say that you don't have to make any rolls for that. I'll just say that you bust out to the door and you go out, run towards the parking lot, and you see that they sort of you see some of your bodyguards have sort of pinned her down to the ground. And she's thrashing around.
Oh, good. I'll walk up to my bodyguards and be like, Gunner, give me your gun.
Hands it over.
I will cock it and very gently press the barrel against her forehead. I don't get angry. I don't like to get angry. I really am a lover more than I am a fighter, but don't push your luck.
And then you see she stops struggling for a bit and she turns, just spits in your direction.
While under most circumstances, I am absolutely thrilled to exchange bodily fluids. This is not one of them.
And then she just says, "Godly puppet dancing on their strings."
Right. And I'll text Jesse real quick. Parking lot. Bring your spear.
Jesse's there half a minute later.
I'll say that by this point your shirt's half ripped up. You got a sleeve hanging off.
Oh, no, I assume at a certain point he's just going to drop the shirt.
And then Gary's going to text Nick, parking lot, bring your codpiece.
So Nick's been talking to Loki for almost a half hour at this point, having Loki regale all past adventures and misdeeds and all the hilarious things that puts Loki in the best light. And then Nick's gonna say, "Oh, you should tell me the about the time where you tried to take the father of knives and do something funny with that. That's sure to be a great story."
At that point, you see her face just sort of she frowns and she's like, Nobody likes a little spoil sport. Well, one of the things I wanted to do was to see if I could give one of the Aphrodite's over there a haircut to see just how really, because it's a really, it's not just, it can't just, it doesn't only just cut things, it can cut ideas off.
And would it be appropriate for Nick to be smiling and noticing that now there's more gods who have joined them and heard that?
I'll accept that. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, it's like, so yeah, nobody doesn't notice anything. So it's just like, I mean, seriously, like, I mean, I don't want to be rude about it or anything, but come on, you always know Aphrodite, she can be so full of herself.
Yeah, but where does the maze maker come in? I don't understand.
Well, because you see the thing is like, it's like, this. So I come here, I do some mischief. Eventually, people are gonna be like, hey, they're gonna, especially gods. It's harder to keep things from each other, but we can do it. But even then, I would basically like, so I search some shit up, then I get out of here with him because he'd basically like sort of leave, make like this whole area like a sort of maze and trap everyone here for a bit while we make our getaway. But he's just a baby. Look, I mean, he can barely. He had trouble doing. I don't know if he'd actually be able to do it. I mean, when I got him out of here, I was so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you too much about him scaring him away. I would have returned him. Not mean, mostly. Well, some of me. One of me is. I don't really talk about him, but yeah, I'm not that mean.
Oh, I understand that. No, that was a really brilliant plan, and you must be very proud of yourself for coming up with something so ingenious.
I'm Loki. It's what I do. All right. Now, trust me. If I hadn't run into you guys, I would have been laughing my ass off at all these idiots out here. If we drove off until sunset, and at that point, you see something suddenly blink and like looks behind, looks somebody's like they're standing right behind me, aren't there?
Yeah. It's okay, and I put my hand on Loki's hand. It's okay. I just have one question.
Yes.
Who would this character like to be romantically involved with?
I don't know at this moment.
I think that's a good cap right there. The question was more important than the answer.
All right. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you guys tune in next time for our little Scion epilogue.
Scion is a very special story arc for me. While I was a Twin Cities by Night fan from the very beginning, it wasn't until I was invited to a Scion one-shot playtest that I got the opportunity to formally join the game. If you want to check it out, listen to Scion, A Light Extinguished, and its sequel, The Siege of Shadow Valley Ranch.